Good morning, everybody. I'm Brad with Big Family Homestead, and in this video, we're talking a little bit about the Broadway musical, The Lion King. So we got an unexpected call from some friends of ours who just happened to have some extra tickets to the Broadway musical, The Lion King. And the stars aligned. We ended up finding ways to take care of all of our kids, farm them out, make sure that everybody was cared for. And we actually got, gasp, an evening, a date night at one of the world's most impressive, cool musicals, I think, of all time. And it was such a blessing. This is something that we never, ever usually get to do because of the logistics involved. I mean, we have 7 kids. And it costs a lot of money to do that kind of thing. I mean, this is a world-class production. It's not cheap, but these people are such amazing people, and everything worked out great, and we had an awesome time. But today I wanted to go ahead and share with you our experience verbally and with some imagery of The Lion King, and then I want to give you some takeaway thoughts because we've been thinking about it. It's been about 12 hours now since we saw it. And I think that there's some takeaway things in there that will be beneficial to you. So we're gonna get after that right now. So first of all, let me go ahead and say thank you to our friends. You know who you are. So if you end up watching this video, we're incredibly grateful and we'd like to thank you again. So I'm a guy with a computer background, media production, recording studios, that whole kind of thing. So first of all, let me say, well, wow. It was unbelievably off the hook, incredible. The sound and lighting techs were amazing. The sound design, the lighting designs, the colors were, you felt like you were in the savannah. And I gotta say, the costumes, whoever did that, way to go. I mean, I know it's backed by Disney and they have an incredible creative team, but can you imagine taking that on the road? That's gotta be an unbelievable logistic challenge to do that. I mean, they had literally some of the costumes they basically transformed people as puppeteers into these animals. They had giraffes walking around, they had elephants, lions obviously, and all kinds of animals, gazelles, and they gave you the sense that the people just kind of disappeared and you were watching these animals act out. The puppeteers were amazing. The colors, you just felt like you were there. It was really, really well done. And from a production standpoint, you know, I'm kind of, let's say it, I'm a little bit cynical because being in the recording industry, you have to fake a lot of things when you're on a national broadcast, like TV tracks. I forget what Jessica Simpson, she got busted for, it was what she wasn't singing, it was all lip syncing. Well, that happens a lot and probably more times than you would hope. I'd say more times than not. But, so I kept thinking, well, this cannot be. Everything was spot on. I mean, we're talking at least 60 people singing at different times. You got principals, actors, and I kept listening and I'm watching their lips going, they have got to be lip syncing. It's too good. And no, every once in a while I'd hear somebody fluctuate and I was watching and then to my surprise during the intermission, we went down and looked in the orchestra pit. They had 2 full drum kits set up there in ISO booths. They had all the guitar stuff laid out, entire brass section, entire, woodwinds and everything, and it was all live. I could not believe it. Up in the balconies, they had 2 full big African drum and percussion setups, and they would interact with each other and interact with the acting and the dancing, and it was just flat out amazing. I was completely blown away and astounded. I cannot say highly enough how much of an awesome production it was. I mean, obviously the storyline follows the Lion King movie, and they do that very well. But I'll say this, one standout for me, well, 2 really. One standout was they go through the life of Simba as the story goes. So there are kid actors up there, and they're little. I mean, they're probably 10, I'm guessing 10, 12 maybe. And they're singing major parts, and they are absolutely amazing. It's kind of like when you know you're watching something and you'll be like, that kid is going to be a superstar. It was kind of like that, but there were so many of them. Matter of fact, one of the adult actors, what I thought, Nala, Simba's soon-to-be bride, but as an adult, I found out she just graduated high school not too long ago. I'm like, holy jeebers, what an amazing talent. And so all that to say that we were just floored, and it was so cool and so neat. And so here are my thoughts after experiencing this, and well, I hope you have a chance someday to see it or see something like it. I would definitely encourage you to go and check it out. But here's what I'm thinking: the creative spirit that humans have been blessed with to make things, abstract things, beautiful things, paintings, statues, musicals, singing. The list goes on and on. The creative spirit that humans have been blessed with is an amazing and beautiful thing. When we can embrace that side of us, whoever you may be, you may not be a singer, you may be an accountant, but you can be the best doggone accountant. You can get creative with that. You can think outside of the box of other people who are not accountants. You can, if you're a singer, do it. Embrace who you are. I like to say fish swim and birds fly. And if you're a fish, stop trying to be something you're not. Just be the best doggone fish you are. Like on the homestead, some people are just really, really gifted with growing plants. They have a green thumb, so to speak. Well, good, embrace that. Be the best doggone green thumb you can be. Embrace that spirit of creative thought and skill, and be the best you can absolutely be. And you know what? We'll all be better for it, because it just becomes more of an amazing, beautiful community when that guy's the best at this, and that guy's the best at this, and that guy's the best at this. Now, don't misunderstand me, because the last time I tried to communicate this, people were like, well, I need to learn all these skills. And yes, I understand that. And I agree with that. What I'm saying is that there's certain standout things that you are good at, and be the best at those. Just rock them and embrace that part of you. Don't shun it. So, and the other takeaway that I personally thought was this: coming away from that experience of seeing The Lion King and knowing a little bit about the business side of it and the logistics and the production side of what they had to do, I was just blown away at the logistics, the sheer number of people that they're dealing with. Acting, singing, lighting, everything has to be spot on at exactly the right time, the exact right pitch. This guy's got to do this at this time, the conductor. Just the sheer logistics of it all really made me think about what we're doing right in the homesteading, farming, self-reliant community, and what we're not. And one thing I think we are not doing so great at is getting networked together to sync up and make a better, tighter network of people that are really good at what they do, and to be a blessing and to strengthen that community. So that was something that I took away from it. Listen, please share the video. Hopefully it will trigger something in you to go to that next step, whatever that next step may be for you. So anyway, I am Brad with Big Family Homestead. You have an amazing day.